process. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the live market analysis Monday. Market analysis
Let's
Monday.
go.
Monday market analysis, however you want to call it. Welcome back. Happy to have you. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. I'm going to share my trading view with you guys. All
What
right.
is going on in the market, Tyler?
Whew. She's falling, brother.
Are we
Falling.
going to
When
zero?
in No, bro. No, hold on tight. One thing I will say though is when a knife falls off the counter, don't try to grab it as it falls. Let it fall. And that knife today is the market. So don't try to catch a falling knife, guys, a falling market. Don't try to catch it, right? Just let it fall until it finds a bottom. Right now, Bitcoin looks like we tested actually both levels, touched them perfectly. The 78.6, 88.6 here on the fib level. That was the 58,606 and the 60,168 level. Um, yeah, honestly, bro, it depends. I feel like we kind of have a long year ahead of us. A lot of things, a lot of different events,
Feel
bro. Like
that. Yeah.
it's hard to believe that like the market's gonna just continue up, especially with all the events, bro. Like once the election happens, do you think we're gonna see like, maybe a faster up pace market, or how do you think the election's gonna play an effect coming up?
Well, um, I don't know really. I think it could, I think a lot of people during election years hold and wait to play their cards. So a lot of people could, once they figure out, I think a lot of people are nervous right now, and I think we all know a
Yeah.
specific person needs to not necessarily win, but there needs to be a specific person out of there. Um,
Facts, bro.
and
Like,
I think a lot of people are kind of scared, waiting to see what happens. Um,
yeah.
and there's a lot of people like on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Nobody really feels like they know what's going on. But in mine and your head, Tyler, this is a pretty normal retracement here.
Yeah, bro. As far as like analyzing a market goes, this looks nice.
It
But like
does.
when you add the market sentiment,
It's
current
weird, man.
situations, situations, that's when it gets weird, bro.
It is
Because,
weird.
realistically, you look at like the falling dollar, the dollar's losing value. Every other country's dollar is pretty much losing value. So you look at the one things that are gaining and holding value. And for the most part, right, Bitcoin statistically speaking goes up 50% every year. Other assets, they might be a little bit different, but even a lot of these crypto tokens, bro, like the Aves, the makers, like yeah, they have their dips in the micro part of it. But when you look at these monthly charts, bro, number one, they're not old, they're pretty new. And when you
Yeah.
throw that big fib even on here, right, especially on a chart like Aave, like it doesn't look as appealing, right?
Oh wait,
Doesn't
what
look as
the?
appealing. Now, just because this actually, did I put that upside down?
Yeah, what's going on with that? That looks weird.
Yeah, bro. What in the world?
Just delete it. Maybe just delete it maybe and just start with a new one.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm.
was gonna stop him like that don't look right. There we go. Oh wait. What's going
Doesn't
on?
that look weird, bro?
Yeah,
Hold on a
it
second.
does.
I feel like it's going backwards now. Let me see. No, it's not because the
See
what?
what's going on? Let me pull up
Hold
my
on.
Aave chart. Maybe it's just the chart that's weird. You're on the
I
monthly.
don't know, bro. That don't
Dude, that
look
is
right.
weird, bro. You want me to switch? Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Mine's not doing that. That is
let me
going the
let me
wrong way.
let me do this. Yeah, bro. It's like stretching the. I don't...
Yeah, that's going the.
Hold on. Let's do
Sorry,
this.
guys. Technical difficulties.
Yeah,
If we
right.
upload this, we might be able to cut this out. But
Nah, bro, we can
we,
keep this. But like, as far as fibs go, like even like looking at that, bro, it's kind of funny because it's like, you look at it and you're like, why is that not, that don't even look right.
yeah,
Like,
that
so
was
here's the
weird.
test, watch. So here, from here,
What the?
no
What's going
way, bro.
on? You just did the same thing. Like I watched you too.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back to Ave.
Maybe it's because my lights are on.
Yeah, bro, it's gotta be your lights. It's gotta be your lights. Nah, bro, look. It's gotta be the chart.
What's going on?
Why does it look like that, bro? It looks so weird because
Mine
now I'm
doesn't
trying to
look
like
like that on my screen. Hold on, go.
just doesn't look right, bro. Something looks off about it.
Yeah, that is
Like
weird.
because watch when I do this. Watch when I go the opposite way. Like that zone never moves, bro. The 78.6,
Something's
88.
broken.
Yeah, the 78.6. Look at that. See, this part never moves, no matter how far.
I can share my screen if you want, and you can try to use my chart because mine's not doing that.
Yeah, let me do
If you
this
want, I
actually.
can give you like access to play with my computer.
Let me just stop my screen share, bro.
That's weird. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna let you share your screen, do a little chart analysis, pull up what you want to
If
check
you
out
want,
real quick.
you can do
No,
what you want to show.
no, you're okay. You could just do you can go over your chart analysis, whatever you're looking at the market. I'm gonna try to restart my trading view, but here, you should be able to share your screen now. And let me mess with mine really quick while you share your
Uh,
cannot minimize Zoom workplace. Okay. Well, let me move it out of my way then.
okay. Um, I think what you were showing in Av, well, Ryan,
Yeah, no, bro. It still
let's
looks a little
go.
odd, don't it?
I'm gonna go to this chart over here. Oh, wait, it's a little, oh, not micro. Go to market update, Bitcoin. And we got a nice clean chart here. You can see there's a lot of sellers waiting here. This is where the all-time highs were. Obviously, only sellers have showed up at this level. Buyers showed up, sellers wiped them right back out. It's a fight right now. Buyers showed up again, sellers are trying to wipe them out. So it's a little bit of a fight right here at this level. Now, this is on the monthly chart, so we're looking pretty on the pretty big time frame here. You can see it came here, bounced off our 50%, and
I fixed
oh,
it.
it's better now. That was
Yeah,
weird.
some setting got clicked on the dude, that was so weird. As soon as I started using it, I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah, I was gonna say something too. I'm like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, bro. I'm
So,
like, but anyway, go ahead, sorry.
no, you're good. Kind of like Tyler was saying on the bigger time frames, I would actually love to see it bounce off this 382 zone right here. If it bounced off this 51 level 382, that's pretty bullish, even if it's a pretty deep retracement more than we're hoping for. Typically, when it bounces off the 382, that means it's ready to continue up. Um, that means if it does bounce off this 382 level right here, we could see it run back up to like about 90K, especially if the trend holds. I think this is just a short retracement. Let's zoom in on like the weekly now. And like let's take a fib from, I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna slide this over so we can still see it. I'm gonna take it from this low to this high. Again, even if Bitcoin were to bounce, yeah, this has kind of been coming in reality. Worst case scenario, I don't think we go any lower than 43, like 40. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I
You're
don't
good,
think we
brother.
go any lower than like 43. If we do, it wouldn't be any lower than this 35. And honestly, this area would be a blessing again. I didn't think we'd ever see, 40Ks, like I said, that's doable right now, but I don't think we'll ever see below 40K again. Um, if we do, that's going to be a pretty big blessing. But now I'm going to take it onto the daily because I honestly, Tyler, I don't know about you, but I don't even know if we're going to see it come this far.
Let's see. Yeah, bro. It's realistically again, it just kind of depends on a few things. If you go on DeFi Llama too, like there's a lot of things that kind of I'm using also as in a way an indicator or pattern. But yeah, I think we got to hold a few different levels first before we consider those other ones. But it's definitely not out of the question. So like it's not like it can't happen by any means. It's still
Right.
fair play. It
Yeah,
can definitely
100%.
happen.
And I'm just saying that that's all based off of intuition, I guess. There's no statistics backing that. But and going off of like uh the market sentiment. So But yeah, as you can see, like we kind of expected this first retracement. I thought we were gonna really kind of continue up from here, to be honest, but we rejected here at this 886, 786 level. Last zone of resistance here. We've really been rejecting off of that. And it's the last level of resistance before all-time highs, really. We've rejected off at one, two, three, four times. And if you go back here, almost you can almost count that. But I personally would like to see if it does not hold here at this current level we're at right now. I think we're definitely making some moves over. Oops. Definitely making some moves back towards mid 50s if we can't hold around this. Look at it. Wicked right off of that 58,506. Looking like we're making some movement back up again. But again, it's hard to predict right now. It could go any direction. This is a pretty weak zone of support here, not gonna lie. This is gonna be a lot stronger zone of support. So honestly, I would be preparing for 56 to 52,000. Um, Dollar cost averaging, guys. We say this a lot. It's going to be the name of the game. Buy some here, buy some there, buy some down here, buy some up here, buy some over there. You can buy some anywhere. Um, you can even, I actually saw, speaking of sentiment and stuff, I've been seeing Bitcoin ATMs at a lot of the gas stations around me now, like almost every one.
Yeah, they becoming more popular, bro.
Yeah, like every
Dude,
gas station
honestly,
now. I'm like, I
well,
would never use that thing, but
and think about it too, because the average Joe Schmo wouldn't really know the difference between like the spread that they're paying, like of the current price and like the price on the Bitcoin machine, or maybe even the amount that they're getting taxed to use it by whoever owns the machine. I think what's crazy, bro, is like normally what's normal is like an ATM. People are familiar with ATMs, like, oh, it's gonna charge me $3, sure. But it's like it's gonna be telling them, oh yeah, we're only gonna charge you like 0.00001 Bitcoin, but that's gonna be like 12%. They might be charging you 12% on some of these transactions on some of these Bitcoin ATMs. So keep in mind,
shoo,
yeah,
yeah, I
they
never
might be
looked at them
valuable,
like
but
that.
you pay it, dude. Click one of them one time. Go over there and look at it and look at the spread. Look at how much like you could buy Bitcoin for on there
That's
or sell it,
crazy.
right? It's kind of crazy, bro. But is there anything else you want to share on your screen?
Yeah, I just got one more thing really on
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Guys, this can be an emotional ride. Like it could go back up to here, fall all the way back down, even touch back up and come back down. You never really know like what Bitcoin can do. It's gonna always you just gotta read and react per zone. So like me and Tyler we're watching this zone heavily right now. At least me. And I'd like to see it make a move up back towards this zone. If it can break above, great. If it doesn't break above and kind of starts rejecting at this level, I'll definitely be looking for more of a move back down here. And that's even if we continue to hold here. So this we'll zoom in a little bit on like the 30 minute. Um, I mean, yeah, that's I don't know, it's starting to reject here already. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Dollar cost average, that's why it's king. Because you're always going to be kind of buying and averaging in like Michael Saylor does.
Facts, bro.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
I think
there.
that's
Sorry, bro.
no, you're good. I think that's pretty much it for me. This is kind of
Yeah,
my market, or I guess I'll go over this super quick. My market
yeah, you're
cap.
good.
Um, let's go back here. Weekly. It's kind of lining up just like Bitcoin. I got a lot of oops. I got a lot of noise on here, so ignore it.
Got your
Um,
Picasso drawn out.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the same thing for Bitcoin. It did hold here at this level. But I would not be surprised to touch 2 trillion, like where we were in 2 trillion right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we touch exactly 2.000 or 1.999. So if we can't hold there, I would not doubt that this happens. 1.6, 1.8 trillion levels. And that would really put a lot more fear in the market. I think a lot of um, people that are buying up here, they're scared right now. They might be selling, they might be, you know, maybe they're buying more. The smart ones are probably buying a little bit more, um, and playing the long game. Guys, if you're here for a month, 2 months, 3 months to try and catch a lottery ticket bag, you're better off going to the gas station. You'll have better odds, or just trading meme coins here and there, because that's possible.
Facts.
Um, but
Big
yeah, I
facts.
mean, when it comes down to it, we're here for the long term. I don't know this, but I feel like a lot of these, levels that we're seeing right now, especially on the altcoins, we may never see some of these levels again. Like compound, like, oh, this is a
Facts, bro. Imagine
steal
imagine
right
seeing a
now.
$100 Bitcoin, a $30 ETH.
Bro, a $1 investment in 2009 in Bitcoin is now worth like 8 billion or something I saw.
Yeah, man,
Sickening.
it's
I
it's
was
it's
in school,
crazy.
had no clue what Bitcoin was.
You should have not been playing on the playground, bro.
I know. Um, you should be able to share your screen, but yeah, guys, that's kind of how I'm feeling about the market. It's it's either direction right now. We're at some levels where we could hold. It's honestly, I don't really think we are gonna hold at these levels. I think we might see a deeper retracement. It's not something that I want, but I am prepared for it.
Facts, bro. Yeah, I think that's a lot of us, it's a bittersweet moment, bro, because we have the whole crypto holdings, but it's like fuck, bro. Like I don't want it to keep going down. You always want the market to go up, especially as a trader, but unfortunately,
That's
that's
why you
not how
gotta take the
things.
emotions out of it. Have a trading plan, which you
Facts,
can
bro.
get in the Discord.
Yes,
If
sir.
you're on this call, you're probably already in it. But if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to plug in.
Facts. And it's in the Discord, step one or step two, step three. Check one of those out. I think it's under there. But can you hear my cat meowing, bro?
I cannot.
Okay, good. This mic's pretty good then. This mic's doing a good job. They're running crazy, bro. They got the zoomies. You can see DeFi Llama right now.
Yes, sir. What's going on in the liquidations?
But let's
Is that where
see.
you were
Well,
going to?
yep. So what I wanted to do is I want to use this as like an identifier. Oh my
Okay.
goodness, bro. They're playing tag or something.
I did hear a
Um,
little bit of noise that time.
yeah, bro, they're going crazy. But anyway, so this is a good tool, and what you can come in here and you can come and look at almost any token that a lot of these major tokens. Anyway, you can come in here and see Solana. This is actually why I think and would like to see Solana continue lower is look at these liquidation prices. So if you look at the liquidation prices, a lot of these are below. Look at this one, $10. Nice. They're not these positions aren't that big compared to ETH and Bitcoin, but you'll see like look at the prices, right? If you were to just scroll through here, give it like an average price based without doing the math, you just scroll through here, you'd say, okay, probably it's all of them are below 70, 80 bucks. Like, they're some of them are 70. There's a few 80s we've seen in here, 72, 76, but they're for the most part between like the 50s and 70s range. And if you go to the Solana chart, let me just do this really quick. Stop share. Let me just share my desktop. Everybody can see everything.
Can you pull up your
It's,
seed phrase?
yeah, right. I will, bro. I will. If you're nice.
Full
Yes, nice.
transparency.
Yeah. But yeah, so you see a lot of these prices, right? They're within that 50, we'll call it 50 to 70 range. And then you come over here on the chart. And let's see, let's pull up Solana. Now, a lot of those prices were below here, right? Meaning a lot of our buyers were buying in throughout
That's a good
here.
point.
Yep. So a lot of people were buying into here. Meaning, if we don't have more buyers here, right, in here, then we might see these levels get tested. People might start selling off in fear that, oh, well, maybe we're going to keep moving lower, right? They're going to get scared. And you can kind of see that happening already, right? Because as Bitcoin moves down, so do a lot of these other charts. On the weekly, it doesn't look so bad. You look on the daily, and I'm sure if you're still holding your Solana and you bought it up here, 150 or 140 or 130, even, right? You're like, oh my gosh, is this going to keep going down? And this is what I mean, right? You don't want to try to catch a falling knife. If the knife started falling from up here, Don't try to catch it. Let it hit the floor, and then you could buy it, right? So what we want to do is we want to see, let's see if Solana holds these levels first off, which really it kind of has. These last few days, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, really about it since what's this? The 18th. So we're looking at a little over a week of just holding these levels. And honestly, I would love to see these levels get tested, really. I want to see this get broken. I want to see the market continue down to here for me to buy more. If not, then I'm comfortable where I'm at. But otherwise, like that's the things we're looking for, right? If the market holds here, great. Let's maybe you can scale in dollar cost average, like Garrison was saying, or let's be patient. Let's wait and let's see if we break below. Because what do we have to lose if it just breaks below? Nothing. Unless you're buying from 200 or 150 or 180, 160, 170, any of those numbers. If you were, you're like, oh my gosh, you're panicking right now, and you're probably gonna sell because you're scared. Um,
What are you scared?
yeah, right. But in that this is a good tool because again, now look, we can do this with other markets, right? So we come in here and look at Bitcoin, wrapped Bitcoin. People are coming in here. Now look at some of these liquidation levels. This is $50 million worth of Bitcoin, $47 million, 24 million, 20 million. The other day, we just seen a $93 million position get smoked.
Ooh,
It got liquidated at about $63,000, which is on a Bitcoin chart, which is about right here,
ooh.
about 63, about 9 million bucks, just one position. And now you can see a lot of these are a lot smaller because these liquidations are getting quite a bit bigger. But what's cool is again, we can see these levels where people are going to get liquidated. And a lot of these people probably don't want to get liquidated. So they're either going to add more cash to their position and make it lower, or they're going to get out of the trade and sell their Bitcoin, which again kind of moves us down depending on where they sell it. Um, Now, this is again another tool we can kind of use 30K. We got one at 50K, 50K. That one's $20 million at 50K. So the market has to come to this level. Where are we at? 50K for this guy to get liquidated. That's a big liquidation right there. 20 million. I don't see anything above that yet. So 50 mil, 50, 60, 59. So 7.2 million, 59. We're getting close to that. So let's see, 59. And sometimes I like to do this. Earlier I had one on there too. So look, Buddy's gonna get liquidated if the market comes back down here again. He opened another position in hopes that Bitcoin's gonna hold this level. And if it doesn't, he's got a very, very tiny stop loss and he's got a lot of money to play with. Big whale in the game. But you can see again, this is pretty cool because normally with a broker, you can't see where people's stop losses are, where they get liquidated, where they run out of money. You can see where the whales are going to run out of money, meaning they get liquidated, meaning the chart keeps moving down. Most of these people holding positions don't want that to happen. So they're going to add more money to their position, or they're just simply going to take the trade out. They're going to pay their loan back. Um, Now, just looking at the chart, right? Just looking here, we got a lot of cool things to look at because on a large time frame, you look at a weekly because you want to find some major levels of support. Well, one of them is this 23.6, and really we just use this as a stair stepper, right? Put one here, we could put one here, we could put one here, and you can kind of see how almost all of these are starting to line up, and we call this like a fib cluster. This one, right? We got the big fib, the medium fib, and the small fib that are lining up on this specific black line that we drew there, not the one I just dropped but this one right here, right? So here's a 38.2, 23.6, and a 78.6 touch on Bitcoin. So then you go on the daily, right? We can kind of see that same line. Here it is, still holding in the price for some reason. Don't know why, don't care, but for some reason it broke above here and it's holding above. I mean, again, this for me, I want to see us hold above here first. We might continue down. Let's see if we gain any structure here, maybe in the next day or two, see how those candles play out. But honestly, I would like to really see us touch this 56, probably this 50% line. If we scroll out a little bit, get rid of some of the smaller mess. Here's that 50% touch right here, almost right here at the bottom of this market. And again, it already did this once, came down, touched it. So it wouldn't be like some crazy thing if this happened. Do I want it to happen? No. I would like for it to respect here, continue up.
I'd
I'm sure
like for it to
Garrison
go to
would.
the moon,
Yeah, right. I'd like for us to go to like 200K. Be happy. But like the same thing with a lot of these markets, really, right? We're just
Everything,
seeing some
yeah.
retracements. And you can see here, right? Even if we were continuing up, look at how perfect the retracement was. So from we were measuring from here to here, look at the market retraced, broke above, stop, touched here, boom, continued down. And that's the same kind of thing we're looking for, but on the move up. So if it does hold the 50%, which here it didn't on the down, on the downside, but you can still see how these levels are being played off of. Look, held, broke through, touched, held here, touched here again, held here, broke through finally. And you can see how those levels are important. Now, I don't know why they're important. The market decided why. People decided why. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing now, right? This is kind of where those fib clusters come into play. Where and sometimes what I like to do, this is something you can kind of test out, experiment. Look, you can create zones between them. I don't do that as often, but you could test it out. This is where back testing and ultimately all trading is pattern recognition. Everything is pattern recognition. Everything is. If you're driving on the same road every day, you're going to notice a pattern eventually that either one stoplight takes forever or you know to not be in the right hand lane because everybody turns right. And there's certain patterns that you recognize that everybody recognizes on a daily basis. Ultimately, that's all trading is. We could do and recognize some patterns and create patterns here and test them out. But this is some things, again, we're looking for kind of some fib clusters. Here's one here on a 38.2, 38.2, boom. And then here's that 61.8% fib. Now, honestly, on ETH, I mean, I would like to see us kind of fall back here actually. If I could draw this box. Oh my goodness. There we go.
I wouldn't mind that. Usually that makes NFTs run too when ETH falls.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't mind seeing that. We can get rid of this stuff too. Oops.
Everything's at or very close to nice support zones, and a lot of things have also, like you see on Ethereum right here,
Look, even
bounce
more
off the last level of support like
even bigger
twice
fib
almost.
clusters here too, bro, right? We got the 50% here on a weekly.
Nice.
I'm sure we held above there. I'm sure. Or tested it at least. Yeah, close. Um, but again, I mean, I'm sure this is probably we could change the bottom here technically. Like we didn't even measure, we could do this, right? On the farthest wick. And now, boom, touch the 38.2, 61.8. It's all one line. But yeah, I mean, honestly, bro, and then you see again here, 50% 618, kind of again, fib cluster. If we were measuring from here to here, there's that boom, fib cluster, 50% here, maybe another level here. Nope, within the larger. But this is things I like to look for, repeating patterns, things that happen time and time again inside the market. But yeah, ultimately we got to see where these markets hold. We got to see if they hold their current levels. Bitcoin specifically, again, let's pull that back up because Bitcoin's going to kind of determine the rest of the market. I would like to see us hold here, personally speaking, chart speaking, regardless of my opinions. I actually would like to see us touch this 56,306 level and then continue up. And even if it touched 52, I wouldn't be too scared. I would actually be excited because I'll get another probably a couple paychecks by then and I can keep buying.
I feel like I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with 52 that way. That touch at like that 60K, I think, would be
Yeah.
like it's already touched there once, so then I would feel like that level's even weaker.
And
But
what's
yeah,
crazy to think about too is you got Michael Saylor buying almost $1 billion worth of Bitcoin at these levels.
he's buying, yeah, well, he buys them
He
he
just
buys
bought
everywhere.
seven. Yeah, he just bought $700 million the other day, like literally at one of these prices up here, six in the 60s.
Dollar
So
cost averaging
yeah, dollar cost average is the name of the game, guys.
on a very big on a very big
Any
scale for him.
yeah, right. Anything else, bro? You want to cover?
No, I don't think I got much else, guys. Just be patient. Um, if you guys were here a year ago, you're probably up. You should be
Facts.
up if you were following the right moves and playing it
Very
smart
facts.
and dollar cost averaging during the bear market. Because guys, you go back like a year and a half ago specifically, Bitcoin was at 16K, ETH was at like 700, 800 levels. Um, Compound was like 20 bucks, Solana was like 10 bucks. Me and Tyler were more excited then than we are now. We didn't realize how
Facts.
like the bear market, or I mean the bull market. Well, it's not that we didn't realize, we forgot that the bear market's almost a little bit harder to maneuver than just trying to figure out the bottom.
Yeah, bro, it's easy to buy when everything's cheap and you're like, oh, dude, fucking 15K Bitcoin. Like, this is a steal. I don't know if we're ever going to get
Right.
anything cheaper than that. Like, dude, it was so easy to buy. I almost sold my everything just to buy some Bitcoin and any other of
Right.
the cryptos, right? Maker at 400.
Yeah, bro.
ETH was at like
Steals,
almost
man.
didn't ETH go under 1,000, bro? It hit like
Yeah, bro. It was
1,200
at like
or
700. The low,
insane.
no, 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 no. The lowest to hit
I was
was
gonna
like
say 12.
870.
Yeah, so like it crazy, absolutely crazy. So we had some
Yeah.
amazing opportunities. A
Steals,
lot of people
man.
are up, but people are taking profits. Don't be
Of
scared.
course. Of course.
If you
It's
bought
normal to
in at the
take
top,
profits.
don't,
Wow.
if you take your money out, you're just gonna lose. Just hold on to what you got. Dollar cost average, especially if it's Bitcoin. And we're gonna continue up, guys. On average, statistically speaking, Bitcoin goes up about 50% every year. So just hold tight, look at the long term. If you're scared, if you're panicking, it's because number one, you're risking money you shouldn't be losing. And number two, you're looking at a small picture. Look at the big picture. Are you here for the next 5 years? Then why are you scared today? Keep buying.
If you go back to June of last year, the market is currently up 116% if you're looking at the market cap. And this is going back about a legit like a year ago.
Wow.
It went up a total 170% since then. So, guys, retracements happen, especially when you're seeing 100% returns plus.
Big facts,
So,
bro. Big facts. I would say June 24th. Let's see. So for Bitcoin specifically, let's just do one last one.
the
We're
mark Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin's not as good
about a hundred
on the
something, about a
year, but yeah,
hundred plus percent,
still good, yeah. Like
100+%,
it's just not that
150
60.
almost.
It just ain't that 16K.
Yeah, right. But all right, bro. Well, that wraps it up. Appreciate you guys. Every Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern, we have the live market analysis, guys. We have another podcast episode dropping this week. Click the link in our bio. No matter where you're watching this, there should be a link tree. And thanks, Garrison, for
Facts.
making that.
No
And there
problem.
should be a link tree with all of our links from the podcast on Spotify. You can find us all over on pretty much every streaming platform on YouTube. Just look us up, specifically Garrison, because he's so famous now. But guys, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday for the next live market analysis. Today is June 24th, 2024. Bitcoin currently
Sir.
$60,610. Ethereum, where is Ethereum? We'll do those two and we'll wrap it up.
$3,344.
There you go, guys. Well, we'll see you next time. Peace out, fam.